It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we start Week 14 with a great Thursday night matchup between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Rams. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And a fair catch signal for and taken successfully. Jameis now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They read zone coverage there and thought there was some space to send their guy right into the middle on a slant, hoping he would get lost. Instead, they read it quite well and closed quickly.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They just do get the play off. Now Winston. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Play action now, Winston. Campbell making the catch and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Jameis to throw it. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Paris Campbell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Patriots 7, Rams 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. This is Hunt. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
3rd and 7.
Working out of the gun. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot in the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Locke. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him after that score.
And a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Second down and goal. Winston. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 1st quarter lead.
14. Rams, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Rams, nothing.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll run. This This is Hunt. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. This is taken at the 18. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. On 2nd down, Winston again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Winston. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Patriots.
The 1st down throw for Winston. This is Hamler on the receiving end.
Winston.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue. Just as hard to say his name as he is to block. He's there in on the stop that time.
7-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Winston trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Patriots add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they had scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Over 1st and 10. At their own.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just...
Two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Winston now from the 50. They'll find Lindsey here. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Caught left side, Hopkins. And they're going to get this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Shotgun snap to Locke. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
10 at the Patriots' 19-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Locke, and that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and now it's 3rd down.
Aldrich Rosas on for the field goal, a 36-yard attempt.
Rosas' kick is good. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a 2nd quarter onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots.
The onside kick is recovered.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Block. Going deep here for Allen. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Allen. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Looking for Campbell downfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Locke. And he completes it to Hunt. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That throw into the arms of Allen, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They run again with Hunt. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
A 4-yard loss. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, here's McSorley. And Allen's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Locke. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kareem Hunt hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Operating from the gun. Locke. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
The score, Patriots 21, Rams 16.
And this is secured by the Patriots.
The onside kick is recovered by New England. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
All right, that's a decent gain there. But it hasn't been his best game overall, so I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out, or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lindsey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Jameis now on first down. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
15-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
Kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
16.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up near the 34, and a return across midfield and a 46-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
And a Patriot first down.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Open man, Hamler, that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
19 yards.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Escaping the pressure right, and incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Winston here to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there, and it's 3rd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Here's Campbell there to make the grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Gain of 7.
It's 4th down. And now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. A field goal would tie it, but they want more. They're going for it. Locke gonna go on 4th down. No escape for Locke, and he'll go down. Myles Garrett. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They're looking to throw this. Winston. Campbell making the catch. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Tonight's final score, Patriots.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Patriots, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Miami next week. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And